Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel Trading Secrets. This channel is for entertainment purposes only, but those of you who do not know, my name is Ali. I have over 20 years experience teaching accounting, economics, business and law through this channel. I'll be providing some stock analysis and a quick update on the $1 Million Challenge. So if anybody's not aware of this is a journey of investment of $1,000 to a return of $1 million over a period of 3 years using a strategy called compound return investing. So the objective is try to get 201 trades, each to an average return of 3.5%. It's not 201 consecutive trades. We do take into account losses. So for further details about how to join us for less than $9 a month, information is available in the description below. In today's video, we're going to be looking at MMTLP and a motion to trade with 2 days of trading, position close only, and a minimum start price of $290 per share. And then I'm going to do an update for ticker symbol RKLB, also known as RKLB, where there has been some significant news, and also an update for ticker symbol AMSC. Again, huge news there. So before we get started, let's have a look at what's happening in the market. So first headline here is US non-farm payrolls are up by 254,000 in September. So this is tremendous news. So if we have a breakdown of this, we can see in September non-farm payrolls, the estimate was 147,000 and the August payrolls was 142,000. September unemployment was estimated at 4.2% and the August unemployment rate was 4.2%. So the markets have responded very well. So we'll look at the heat map shortly, but from stock market news we can now see that the Bank of America now thinks that Jerome Powell and the Fed will cut rates by 25 BPS in November, down from the previous forecast of 50 BPS cuts. Goldman Sachs are also saying that the Fed will cut rates by 25 BPS in November, and today's report makes a 50 BP cut less likely. So either way, a cut will be good for the markets. And what's happening in terms of oil, we can see oil is up again, close to in excess of 1%, should we say, and on track for the biggest weekly gain for a long while right now, and that's due to the Middle East concerns. So let's finish off by having a look at the heat map. Again, tech sector did exceptionally well today, and AMD was making tremendous moves. Amazon was also making a good comeback, and Exxon also doing exceptionally well in the energy sector. We're going to start by having a look at RKLB, and RKLB from the company profile we can see it's looking to become the next SpaceX. They've already launched 53 times over the previous 7 years, so it is a stock that we have been watching. It's also a stock that was featured in a recent video. So in terms of a quick origin, it evolved in terms of a niche provider of small satellite launches and now has become a major player. There have been setbacks. It's not profit making, but obviously revenue is growing. It offers complete end-to-end space solutions. It has a comprehensive approach beyond launch services, and if we look at the financials, the company has currently got a significant backlog that has grown by $1 billion to the end of the first quarter of 2024. So 42% of the backlog is scheduled for conversion into revenue over the next 12 months. As well as that, they have a $14 million deal with the US Space Force, and as well as that, another $500 million government contract. So have a look at the chart today, up in excess of 6% at time of editing at $9.81, so doing exceptionally well. And then if we look at the long-term chart, we can see it also looks to be ready for a breakout in terms of its trend line, so hopefully a good move up in excess of $10. And from the Discord, we have had breaking news in terms of RKLB being one of the top 10 trending stocks. And the news I'd like to share with you is also with regard to price target. Price target has been increased, so this is good news as well from Market Watch, and we now look at a price tag from one of the analysts at $11 going forward. So before we look at the ask for $290 per share start price in 2 days of position close only trading, shout out here to Tim, who stated, tagging in Mr. Pulte, since he wishes to help, Tim is making him an offer and he's looking to help one of the charities that Pulte focuses on, and he's stating here, due to one of his too late to cancel non-payments, which could be worth $6 million. So he was prepared to give this $6 million to Pulte if he can obviously get this resolved. We're looking at almost 2 years, 664 days. So over to you, Mr. Pulte, for $6 million for your charity to get Tim's ask. So let's also give a shout out here to Rare DD, who's posted a video and this is a video version of the Gateway Pundit article, Investors and the CEOs at War. So again, also covered in the previous video, so go ahead and check that out. Another interesting post from David. I believe this has been followed up, but what David has stated is, as a community, we've suffered for almost 2 years. He wants to share a shred of information from something he's been working on with a good friend, and he's looking along with 2 US Marshals and another very serious individual who has got vital, and the information has got vital information, and obviously wants to pass that to someone who is willing to act. So I believe that has been followed up, so we'll wait for an update on that. And in terms of Ari, what Scott has stated, he thinks Ari caned one of his lawyers and replaced him with another in his case. So we're looking at Miller out, Barber in. In terms of reasons for that, don't think that's clear. Zing is saying maybe it's a lawyer with a conscience. However, that's impossible according to Scott. And basically, it's more a case of, is the price right or not? Have a look at Scott's post with regard to relief sought for MMTLP, and what he stated here. Add your questions, comments and snide remarks below. So I'm going to share with you a response from Fintax, who stated here there is a mandamus to compel the CEO of the SEC to order MMTLP to trade again with a minimum price of $290 per share and special settlement time of T+1 hour. So let's have a look at, highlighted in yellow, the relief sought that Scott has added in his post, and also looking for comments. And he's basically stated here to issue a writ of mandamus compelling blank in his official capacity as the CEO of the SEC, and blank again in his official capacity as the Director of Trading and Marketing, to immediately reopen MMTLP for 2 days of buy to close trading starting on a Thursday, allowing retail investors to close their positions. So again, I think almost everybody would agree with that. And then to mandate that clearing and settlement for all trades during this period to be conducted on a T+1 hour basis. And then point number 4 I'm going to refer to here is to provide MMTLP shareholders the option but not the requirement to migrate their shares back from AST into the broker-dealer accounts to facilitate trading. So again, good news here also potentially for everybody whose shares are in AST. And then at number 5 he stated to set a baseline starting price consistent with the law in this case at $290 per share. So that's the absolute minimum he's asking for, because obviously we know the potential price was much higher that it could have gone to with those 2 days of trading. And finally, number 6, to ensure that an audited certified share count must be made public 1 week prior to the start of trading ordered by this writ. So I think any sensible judge would hopefully agree with that. So we do need to see how that develops. So another post I'm going to share with you quickly here is from Bob, who stated, another comment, to me it seems that Scott is giving the SEC an ultimatum without proof or reason and outside of regular processes. So one thing I am able to share is that I think that there is some significance in this post from Bob, and that there has been some correspondence with Scott that he's told me about. Unfortunately, this is not yet ready for public information, but I think what I can say is things are certainly looking interesting. I'd like to finish off by having a look at ticker symbol AMSC. Again, another stock that we have been watching carefully in the Discord, and it's also a stock that I personally have invested in, doing exceptionally well. So the news here from investing.com is that American superconductor shares have maintained an outperform rating with regard to Oppenheimer. So overall good news there. So this is looking at a potential target price of $29, and the company specializes in grid technology and power management. So if we also go further ahead and have a look at the article, so we're looking at the second quarter revenue forecast between $50 million and $55 million, and the outlook for the future is certainly very promising. So if we have a look at the chart here for the previous year, we can see it's up very close to 250%, currently trading at $24.14 on the Nasdaq, ticker symbol AMSC. And finally, just before we finish, shout out again to 3D Capital. So go ahead and check out the previous video where we've covered that. And there is some important news here, and there is going to be a space call on Monday the 7th of October, 12 p.m. Eastern time. I'm probably going to try and get into this space myself, so it's going to be some significant speakers in there, and they're going to include Marion Nofal, I believe, as well as Sheldon John from QIMC. Also we're going to have from Todak Hassan Khan, and Hector from Ace Quizzition, I think that's stated as. So let's go ahead. If you would like to speak, you can add your details in the comments. Finally, thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned.